Hi, this is Shay, a moderator for Crossing Over to Homeschooling. Today I'm going to bring you some tips on cheap, inexpensive, or free ways to bring a little bit of extra science into your homeschool. Before I do that, I wanted to remind you about our website, crossingovertohomeschooling.com. There you can find state laws, support group finders for local support groups. We have a Facebook page, which is a support group for other homeschoolers. Also, members have access to the curriculum finder, field trip finder, thousands of other resources, lap books, unit studies, organizational forms. Okay, now on with today's tip. So, I am going to show you some magazines that you can use in your homeschool. Maybe you unschool, light homeschool, typically just teach the 3 R's, or you just want a break from your regular curriculum. Well, getting some science magazines is a great way to add that extra kick of science into your homeschooling day. So we are going to look more in detail into zoo books. I'm going to show you the Missouri Conservationist and Explore. Now, those are Missouri specific, but I would urge you to contact your local conservation department and see if they have any free magazines. These magazines are free that you can get in your area as well. And also, we'll take a look at Zoodles. Before we dig into these, I want to also let you know that you can contact your local conservation department, your local state parks, and your conservation areas, because oftentimes they have free or inexpensive classes that you can take. For example, last week we took a class at one of our conservation areas on animal skulls. It was a 2-hour class, it was hands-on, there was a lecture, and it was absolutely free. We have taken nature journaling classes, nature art classes, so much more. Anyway, contact your local department and see if you can get in there and get access to some of those wonderful resources in your area. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. We're gonna start with Zoodles for the littles. Zoodles covers the primary and preschool ages. It has practical instruction in here on things like big and small, the lowercase e. So not only does it have beautiful illustrations and information that get your child excited about nature, but it's teaching them some of those skills that you're already wanting to work with them on. It has poetry, silly poetry about animals. It has these beautiful fact pages with just enough information that their brains can really wrap around without going into memorization. They also have beautiful stories about the animals. Now the next one we're going to look at is Explore. This is a Missouri only, but like I said, contact your department for the magazine that goes with the state that you're in. Explore is for elementary students, and it covers a wide variety of animals for the state that you're in. So here we can see there's pages about the skunk, and then it has short bits about things that are currently going on with different animals, such as the elk or the black bear in the area. And then it has other sections of things that are silly or did you know, the types of things that elementary students really enjoy reading and retaining. And then it gives you ways that you can connect with nature. So in this one, it's how to feed the birds, but in other magazines, it'll have different information on what you can do to connect in your area. Zoo Books is for the same age as Explore. Unlike Explore, Zoo Books typically focuses on one animal at a time. So this magazine focuses just on otters. It'll go in depth on otters into everything from what they eat, what their bone structures are, who feeds on them. So Zoo Books is really great for a child who wants to sit there and devour all the information that they can about one certain topic. This is something that your child can read alone, or you could read with them and talk about it with them throughout the day after having read some of the articles. Finally, we have the Missouri Conservationist.
check with your local state and order your local state's magazine. This one would be for teens and adults. Instead of just talking about animals or things that are more basic for the younger ages, it goes really into detail about your state's nature and habitat issues. It also has things like how to cook with food that you scavenged with, or what activities are coming up in your local area. It has things like hunter safety, and it talks about problems like specific waterways that have pollution in their area. So it really goes into detail on those more mature topics that are happening now. They also have longer articles, like 4 or 5 page articles about a specific topic. So this one is Bountiful Beneficial Black Walnut. So they go through the story of people who grow black walnut trees and what they do with them and what you can do with black walnuts. So it's very informational in a much more mature way.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found that tip useful. If you have any other questions related to homeschooling, go ahead and post them down in the comments or ask on our Facebook support group page, Crossing Over to Homeschooling. Also, if there is a specific topic that you want us to cover, go ahead and post that in the comments as well. Go ahead and like and subscribe so that you don't miss any of our videos on tips or any of our curriculum reviews. Happy homeschooling. Have a great day.